Welcome back to Syracuse, Mr. President. Thank you all. Thank you for this wonderful turnout. President Clinton, Mayor Minor, distinguished elected officials, special guests, ladies and gentlemen. When Bill Clinton was president, we as a nation took on the challenges that faced us in the world. Healthcare, economic problems, the deficit, environmental pollution, an out-of-date welfare system, conflicts in Northern Ireland, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Not all of your fights were fully successful, Mr. President, but so many of them were, because you didn't turn around, you kept moving forward. Now it's our turn to keep moving forward. Inspired by your leadership, a new generation has been taking on the challenges we now face. Mr. President, it took 8 years to derail the progress that we were making when you left office. Now, just after 21 months, my opponent and her friends say they want to take America back. What they mean is they want to take America backwards to the Bush years. Now, America cannot afford that. Upstate New York families cannot afford that. Our economy cannot afford that. We cannot afford to go back to losing 750,000 jobs a month. We cannot afford to go back to ignoring the massive costs of 2 wars and the toll they've taken on our military families. We cannot afford to go back to a time when children with diabetes and asthma weren't even eligible for health insurance. And we cannot afford to go back to borrowing more money from China to give tax breaks to companies that export our jobs to China. We must not go back to these things. We must move forward by building on what we've accomplished. We must build on our 9 straight months of private sector job gains. And we must grant more tax cuts to small businesses and manufacturers that create jobs here in the United States. We must build on our investments in infrastructure that have made the dream of high-speed rail in upstate New York possible and can renew our city when Route 81 no longer divides it. We must build on our commitment to new green technologies that have put thousands of upstate New Yorkers to work on products that will help clean our environment while improving our economy. We must build on our commitment to public schools where every single child can get an education and can afford to go to college through programs like Say Yes to Education. And we must build on the progress of healthcare reform until healthcare is affordable and available to all seniors, families, and businesses, and families never have to worry about going bankrupt because someone gets sick. These are big challenges we face. The other side has spent millions and millions of dollars trying to stop us. They have the potential to call forth millions of dollars from wealthy individuals and corporations who do not even have to tell you who they are. Together, they have spread misinformation and sometimes downright lies. And the national media now says there's a tsunami coming towards us, and the odds are against the Democrats holding Congress. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have faced long odds before. When I ran for Congress the first time, I took on an 18-year popular incumbent that nobody said could be beat. And after we narrowly lost, when I was still licking my wounds, I got a call from one person who had gone out of his way to come here and support me. That was President Bill Clinton. In that phone call, we talked about how he had also lost his first race for Congress against a popular incumbent in Arkansas in 1974. And President Clinton told me what I needed to hear. He said, Dan, you did a good job, but you gotta be big. Don't give up. Keep on going. Thanks. Thanks in part to President Clinton, I didn't quit. I didn't go backwards. I kept on going. And now today, I'm honored to be your congressman. Just like then, we cannot go backwards now. We must keep on going. And just like in the civil rights movement, when they were singing, ain't nobody gonna let you turn me around. Ain't nobody gonna turn me around. Ain't nobody gonna turn me around. I'm gonna wait until my change comes. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody should turn us around. Our 42nd president is here again to help lead us forward once again. Ladies and